Oh, Emily, you are centre stage. There we
Oh,
go.
I can just see you.
You just see me. Oh, that's fun. Okay, well, let's, shall we,
Oh, there we
get
are.
us all on the screen. There we go. Right, welcome everyone to another edition of the Part of the Pride Aston Villa Women podcast. It's been a few weeks. We've got so much to catch up and talk about, and we're so happy to be back. But of course, I can never do this by myself. Joining me tonight, we've got some lovely familiar faces before we delve into the wonderful world of Aston Villa Women. So, Gary, good evening. How are you doing?
Very well, thank you. How are you?
Not bad, thank you. Not bad. Feels good to be back. I, of course, only got back on the country yesterday, so looking forward to catching up on everything that I've missed. And Tracy, it's been ages. How are you?
It has been ages. I'm really good, thanks, Freya. How are you?
Good. Yes, very good. Thank you. Lovely to see you. And Emily, always lovely to see you. How are you doing?
Okay. I've got a bit of a cold, so apologies if I mute and have a coughing fit. But apart from that, all good.
But apart from that, we're all good. Well, we appreciate your service, Emily. We really, really do. Now, for everyone that is joining us this evening, what we are going to do, we're going to kind of go through the last couple of weeks. It feels like forever. So we're going to quickly recap Chelsea again. I know I put some comments up online as to kind of our thoughts, because I was away that first week. And then, of course, we had the incredibly devastating news about Matt Beard. So, of course, our game against Liverpool was rightly postponed. So we are, again, behind everyone else in the table. We'll have a little look at that in a bit. And then, of course, we had the League Cup game against Spurs, which we're going to go through, and this weekend's draw with Arsenal as well. So people in the chat, do get involved, and we can't wait to hear your thoughts as well. Right then, so let's get started. I know it feels like a lifetime ago, but let's try and recap the Chelsea game, shall we? Now, it did end 3-1 to Chelsea, but Gary, at the time, we said that was quite flattering for Chelsea, didn't we? What are your memories of that game, please?
They just didn't score a clean goal, to be honest. It was a grinded out victory with some very, very fortunate deflections for literally all three goals. You know, if Lady Luck had been on our side, that was a very different game. We matched them for everything and just lost out with a few poor defensive deflections.
And it was heartbreaking, wasn't it? Because we saw it kind of in real time happen, and you just think, oh, like, so many of those issues were, like you said, they were just such unfortunate deflections, and Chelsea were able to make the most of it, weren't they? Now, that was the first game, really, that we saw kind of Ellie Carpenter really come into her own, and thinking, oh God, how scary, how scary is she coming into this league? Emily, for you, because obviously she got the assist for that first goal, didn't she? We also talked about kind of the quality Chelsea have and how they're able to just keep bringing on all of these players. How did the game go for you?
I think we started basically our strongest 11. I don't even know if Chelsea know what their strongest 11 is, but they obviously have a really strong bench. So it was always going to be a case that second half they could bring on reinforcements that were probably going to be stronger than ours. And I do think I can't remember which way around it was. Was it Cuthbert didn't start and she came on as a sub? Is that what happened? Cuthbert and Thompson came on.
Cuthbert came on as a sub, yeah.
Yeah, I think she made the difference when she came on for them. Because I think up until that point, we had sort of matched them, you know, beat for beat. And I think, obviously, when a player of that calibre comes on against legs that have already done quite a lot of running to put in a really good defensive... I mean, I know the scoreline was 3-1, but I think overall our defence has been really good.
Yeah.
and we just couldn't quite match their subs, unfortunately.
Yeah,
But yeah,
and-
3-1 wasn't a reflection of, I would say, how the game went.
Yeah, and especially that first half as well, and even that first portion of the second half, because you just think going into half time and you're 1-1 with Chelsea, and you think, hang on, can we do it? Because like you said, we were so defensively strong. Now, Tracy, we need to talk about Ebony Salmon and that wonder goal that happened in the game. What was it like seeing, because we've seen that potential, haven't we, for a long time now. We know what she can do, but it just hasn't been that consistent. What's your, I don't know where I'm going with this question, but what was it like seeing that actually come into fruition and you think, right, she's got it, she can do it?
I've always believed that it was there and that she was going to come into fruition, that she was going to, up her game. I think a lot of it comes down to being happy, and she seems very happy at the moment. She's obviously got a really good friend in Chastity Grant.
Yes.
The team in general. Hi Emma. The
Hello.
team in general
Good evening.
seem a lot happier.
Yes, they seem like
but-
a proper group now, don't they? Proper family.
Yeah, absolutely. And it was funny because when she scored, like everybody just went mental, and everybody just went wild. And I just couldn't stop saying, "We've scored against Chelsea. We've scored against Chelsea." that was it for me. The fact that we'd actually scored a goal against Chelsea. And it's like Emily said, at the end of that game, it wasn't a true reflection of the game, because without the goals, without those scuppered goals that they managed to put in the back of the net, we won that game. We played better, in my opinion. Yeah, but Chelsea always find a way, don't they?
Yeah.
They
I forgot
always find a way.
I forgot as well, we had quite a few chances, didn't we, at the end of that
Yeah, we
first half?
did.
Because I remember
Yeah.
Hannah had to make quite a few saves. And I remember thinking at the time, like, if they didn't have a keeper as good as Hannah Hampton, like, we'd be ahead in this game.
Well, that's the
Exactly.
thing, because we all said, didn't we? She was so frustrated with her back line because they just weren't playing together, were they? They weren't communicating. They just weren't. They didn't look solid. So the fact that we could score against them and we could do it should have been a massive wake-up call to them, that they're maybe not as untouchable as some would lead us to believe.
And of
but yeah,
course, Sam Kerr had to score in the dying minutes of the game, didn't she? She had to come on and score.
She had to. Yes, making her return from injury, of course. Who else to get that third one? So she came on, just as a little reminder, was in the, let's have a look, 75th minute. So she got a good 15 minutes. I thought it was going to be like 85, 90. Because there was a decent bit of extra time, wasn't there? 9 minutes of extra time at the end.
Why was that?
Because we had on the first half, that was Niamh Charles, wasn't it? She had an injury.
I don't remember what happened.
I can't remember what happened. See, this is why I should go on holiday and we should have podcasts.
Is that not where, didn't Hannah Hampton actually get player of the match? And didn't we have to change goalkeeper at half time? Was that the game that
Oh yeah, that's the game Sab's got.
Sam went off at half time and Robot came on?
Yes, how can we forget that?
So, it's even that, the depth that we had in goalkeeper and still matched. Yeah, we don't have the depth that Chelsea has, but we certainly met them for talent.
Was it that game as well that Rachel ended up in the back of the net with a head injury or some kind of injury or something? But she was she was down for a while.
That's the one.
Oh wait, I've just realised Sab's got a concussion against Brighton.
Yeah, it was the first game Sabs got concussion.
I was at Brighton.
Ellie started for no. Ellie started for the whole game. No, Ellie played for the
Yeah.
whole game. Chelsea.
Yeah,
She
it was,
did. Yes.
yeah.
They
Rachel
all
had the head
blur
injury.
into one at this point, don't they? So yes, we can confirm that Ellie Roebuck did start. Yes, she did. But again, I remember us chatting when we put out our opinions. We said, she's looking so confident in goal, like coming on
Yeah.
for that second half against Brighton, and then coming on for her first. It would have been her debut properly, wouldn't it? Like first start against Chelsea, and you think that's not an easy task for anyone, but especially when you're coming back, you're building up fitness and getting back into it. So yeah, she did incredibly well, and like we said, the goals that went in were deflections. Of course, we had the Missy Kearns on goal for the second one, and then Sam Kerr, of course, getting the third. But Emma haven't. Oh yeah, go on, Emily.
I was going to say, I remember at the time I had no idea that was an own goal. I didn't. I thought that was just a Chelsea goal.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, because there were that many bodies in the box, weren't there, for it to come in. Yeah, and it's just when you see own goal on the score sheet, just like, oh, no, what is happening? But yeah, it was. If it hadn't have gone off Kearns, it probably would have gone in off someone else. It was that kind of ball, wasn't it? But yeah, Emma, for you, kind of thinking back to that Chelsea game, we were saying the fact that, Tracy said the fact we scored against Chelsea was incredible, but the fact that we were going toe-to-toe until half-time, really. What do you remember about that match? Anything stand out for you?
We scored against Chelsea. Like, that was similar to Tracy. That was the same thing I kept saying. Like,
Tracy, yeah.
I was saying to the people around us, I was like, do you know what? We may have lost, but we were flipping scored against Chelsea. Like, that has never happened before. We put that ball in that net, and it was against Hannah Hampton, of all goalkeepers as well. Like, she's so well classed. I can't speak any more highly of her because she's just so good. And do you know what? We deserved points from that game. Whether it was 1, whether it was 3, we deserved something, because that scoreline is diabolical and it does not reflect the play at all. They were just lucky.
Absolutely not.
I agree. Yeah, I absolutely agree. And again, if people aren't looking at the play, they're not watching the games, not watching the highlights, probably think, oh yeah, Villa getting beat again, 3-1 by Chelsea. But like, no, it shouldn't have been. We should still bring in consolation points. I know we talked about it a while ago, but I think bonus points, a bit like on your fantasy football team, when someone's played well, you get a bonus point. I think we should still get them in the league. I think we should bring them in. Because Villa would pick up loads by now. But yeah, I just wanted to quickly go through some stats to again show that scoreline was very flattering. Chelsea had 18 shots, 6 on target. We had 15 shots and 4 on target. So we weren't actually far off Chelsea's shots at all. But like we said, unfortunately, they've just got that extra bit of quality to convert their chances.
And just that extra bit of confidence as well. Do you know what I mean?
When you're proven winners, you go onto the pitch thinking, yeah, we can do this.
Yeah. Well, I've always said it must be so boring to be a Chelsea fan. Because you're going to win.
Again.
They were winning as well. They went quiet when we were drawing. I was like, what's that all about?
It must have been nice though for the jeopardy for them, been like, oh, actually, can we lose? What's going to go on? Can we drop points?
Yeah,
because go on.
I was going to say, imagine if we won all the time. Like, the draw on the game just gone wouldn't have felt anywhere near as good. If we just won all the time. Who wants to win all the time?
Yeah. And when you do get that hard-fought point, it means so much.
It feels
more,
better.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I would like to win all the time, but yeah, I wouldn't.
Yeah, when we had that 5-game winning streak, that was insane. So yes,
that
more
was
of that,
insane.
please. More of that. But yeah, so another game to be proud of, because we have the talent, we have the quality. But you just think, points that we should have had. Then of course, should have been. Let's have a look. Screen's just loading. Bear with. bear with. Yes, so we then should have had Villa versus Liverpool, which has been postponed, of course. And we did just want to take a minute, because we haven't done this on the pod, as we haven't been on air, but just to kind of say, what a devastating loss, the news of Matt Beard passing away has been to the football community. And as a fan club, as a podcast, as a women's football community, we just really wanted to say, you're not alone. There is always someone out there. So please do reach out. But it also gives us yet more chances to say, take care of your players, take care of your staff, take care of each other across the board, because women's football, unfortunately, is, underfunded still in many areas, and people aren't getting the protection and the support that they need. So yeah, and as a fan club, Tracy, I don't know if you wanted to say anything. There's something in the works. We've kind of pointed people in the right direction for that support.
Yeah. So all will be revealed. We've got Lindsay, who's working in the background on in light of what's happened. I mean, it's always been in the pipeline that we were going to put something out there to help people. We've helped so many people already within our football community who have been suffering with mental health. And I think all organisations should do something. So just keep an eye out in the group. There will be some information being released pretty soon on support and help that we're going to be working with a couple of organisations to help people who are struggling or suffering with their mental health, because we are a family, and that's what family do. We look after each other. So yeah,
exactly. Yeah, very well said. So do keep your eyes peeled on the fan club page for that. And just once again, just please, you're not alone, and please do talk to someone if you can. And as a podcast, as a fan club, we are here if you do need it, because that's what football should be about, bringing people together and bringing fans together to have that support. Right then, so that then means if you look at the table, it does look a bit skewed, because Aston Villa are currently in 10th place, Liverpool in 11th place, but West Ham, who have played all of their 4 matches, are in the relegation spot at the moment. So 10th, it doesn't reflect what we've been seeing, does it? So let's have a little look then, because the next game up was our first Women's League Cup, the Subway Cup. That has 10 million different names. But we are in Group E, and this was match day 1 of 3 in the group stages. And of course we were against Spurs again.
Always against Spurs.
Because we're always get drawn against Spurs. Now, I know, Tracy and Emily, did you both go? Or Emily, did you go?
I didn't go. No,
I went.
Emily went.
Emily went, yeah. And again, it was strange, wasn't it? Because obviously midweek games are harder to get to in general. But also, there's no one place for these games to be broadcast. It's down to the club. So a lot of us, if you couldn't make it, it was on Spurs Play, I think. But then even only some of them were actually being broadcast, and the others were just social media updates. Emily, for you, because of course you could get there, and you were trying to give us as many updates as possible. What do you think should happen with broadcasting? Because we used to have the FA Player, didn't we? Which was RIP FA Player. But yeah, what do you think needs to happen? Because it's not good enough, is it? The fact that we can't see these group games.
It's ridiculous, really. It's not that it's not that this scenario, as an example, is okay anyway. But it's not like in the men's cups where the initial rounds are all like lower divisions that aren't broadcast anywhere anyway, and then at a later stage the top leagues come in. Like, this is already the top league. This is who's playing. It's the top 2 leagues in the women's pyramid. So for it not to be broadcast anyway is ridiculous. Like, even the clubs, to be honest. And it can't be difficult just to stick a camera up in the stands, because they're all stadiums that broadcast the other games, so they have the capability. to just stream them on YouTube or something. I don't understand.
No, 100%.
The amount of money that we pay for, sorry.
Yeah. No, go for it.
So like, there's Villa TV, isn't there?
Mm.
Yeah, and
Mm.
I pay a subscription for Villa TV. Okay, I think it's a £5. I think, yeah, £5. Like they don't always broadcast the games, but at most games at least they will have audio for the men.
Mm.
Even that would have been something, even if
Yeah.
we just had
Radio comms.
audio, so we knew what was going on, or some bloke going Facebook Live for the whole match in the stands or something. Do you know what I mean? That just something really, just something.
It's possible to
'Cause
do
it was-
it. Yeah, so why?
It was there a couple of seasons ago. I remember watching a game at, I can't remember where it was, but the feed was rubbish. There was the camera was steaming up. There were leaves all over the pitch. But I was watching that on Villa TV, so the capability's there. They just
it's better than nothing, isn't it?
Was done. And I know it was away at Spurs, so I think it was down to them maybe to actually broadcast it. And
they were broadcasting it, but it was £45 to sign up for their membership.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So as Villa fans, we're not going to pay £45 for Spurs play.
Exactly.
The casual fan's certainly not either, are they?
No.
But it's like Tracy's talking that she pays £5 a month for Villa TV. Spurs don't do it on a monthly basis. You have to buy the season pass. So it's 45 quid for the whole season. But we obviously only wanted it for one game.
Yeah.
So, you think even something like that, there might be like a concession or something like that, We only want to watch one game. I'd have paid a £5, but I wasn't going to pay 45 quid to sit and watch it.
It was obviously filmed because it's on YouTube now, so it was filmed. So why not just broadcast it live? It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, no, that's the thing, and because even watching the highlights, the highlights were only put up 5. Where are we? Thursday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They were only put up 5 days ago, and this game was, well over a week ago. So even it's the speed, isn't it, with which they're putting this up? Because if we were talking about this on the Thursday, we wouldn't have been able to, because the highlights wouldn't have been up. And you just think, people want to see it. The demand is there. So let's actually make it happen. But yeah, so from the game then, so Emily, you're going to have to be our oracle here for this one. Because I did watch the highlights, and both teams had chances, didn't they, throughout, but just no one could seem to find the back of the net. Was it frustrating trying to watch it?
No, I felt like we were pretty evenly matched, to be honest. Because we started, I can't remember the lineups, but I feel like we made a couple of changes. And
I can tell you.
it was kind of encouraging that even though we hadn't started our strongest players, if you like. Or did we?
Yes,
I can't remember. We played
so we
some of the
started Georgia Mullet.
Yeah.
Mullet and Salmon up top, Rachel Daly
Salmon.
behind them. Rachel Maltby started
Yeah.
as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that the youngsters all played really well. And it was encouraging that we were sort of evenly matched with Spurs, because Spurs played even in the second half, when they brought on the likes of Beth England, and you've got I think I can't remember who was on by that point. I think Kendall might have been on in the middle by that point, and
She did come on. Yeah.
I can't remember there being any. I think both sides had shots, and Spurs in particular weren't very on target with theirs. So I don't know. But we had Ellie in goal, so you always have that confidence anyway. But yeah, I would say 0-0 was probably a proper reflection of how it was. There wasn't like any, you didn't come away from it thinking, oh, we should have won that, unfortunately.
And that's the thing, and Spurs are always kind of the one where we always think, oh, we should win, because they're not performing great. but yeah, to have, you know, at least a scoreline that does reflect kind of the fair reflection of the game. Because yeah, so stats on that one, Spurs had 16 shots, 3 on target, so you're right there. We had 13 shots and 4 on target. So
Yeah,
yeah,
so
so
no,
not much between them at all. Possession was fairly split pretty much. Villa just had the advantage. But then, of course, because it's a cup game, it goes to penalties. But before we get there, Noelle Moritz needs just a little chat about her. She got
Ridiculous
herself a
decision.
red card.
Late,
Gary,
but not
talk us
malicious.
through it. Should it have been a red card?
Certainly not. That
Wonderful.
was bloody stupid.
Yes.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
she didn't hit the player, she won the ball,
Mm-hmm.
and, like, carry on. But the player wasn't lying down the ground as if they'd been shot or anything. It was just the referee was probably trying to give Spurs a chance, feeling sorry for them, and go, "I'll give you that wee hole in the middle of their defence there, you know, just crack on."
Yeah, for the last 7 minutes, try and get somebody in the back of the net. Yeah, because because we couldn't watch it, we just saw this flag up saying red card Moritz, and you're like, no, because then of course that impacts the league as well. So we were without her for the Arsenal match, and we keep coming back to this conversation of why is it a 3-match ban when the league is so short and there's only a certain amount of games. Tracy, when you saw that the appeal had gone in and been kind of denied, and she is out for 3 games, is that still a ridiculous rule? Should we change? Should that be changed?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Like you said, it's
disproportionate.
it's disproportionate. Absolutely.
Disproportionate, yes.
Yeah.
Good word indeed. So absolutely good to be missing it, because again, like Gary said, I mean a yellow if anything, because it was a little bit late, wasn't it? But it wasn't malicious, it wasn't
We
violent.
didn't even realise that she'd got sent off. Well, because there was sort of activity at the sideline anyway, because I think someone else was being subbed anyway.
Yeah.
And we were sat the other end of the pitch, and I sort of half clocked Moritz walking to the edge, and then
Yeah.
Rachel came out to meet her, and I was like, oh, what are they doing now? And then the game sort of carried on, and then sort of there was this murmuring, because there was a few friends and family sat behind us, and we were like, oh, she's been sent off. We were like, why? Because there was such a small crowd of Spurs fans as well. There wasn't like a big yay. They didn't cheer that she'd been sent off. So there was like no
Did they
reaction.
notice either?
I don't know. It was very confusing.
I know
Yeah.
we haven't exactly reached to talking about the Arsenal match yet, but if you look at what Emily Fox did to Salmon, like she
Oh, yeah.
properly hurt Salmon, and
Shocking.
she did have to go down for a couple of minutes, and that was a reckless tackle. It might not
Yeah.
have been studs,
Yeah.
but like she ran sort of straight through her. It's like she got a yellow. Moritz hit the ball, not a player, and gets a red. There's just no consistency in refereeing either.
No.
And
And
the
how
most
long do we
annoying
have to
thing
say that?
is
Oh, go on, Emma. Yeah.
the most annoying thing is that it's been reviewed as well, and it's still not like they still believe it's a red. That's the most annoying thing. It's had a second look. Like, I
Yeah.
don't understand.
Yeah, no. Even if they just said, for whatever reason, right, we'll reduce it 1 match. Okay, fine. But the fact that they've kept it as 3 for something that shouldn't have been a red is just, I don't know. I have no words.
At least
have
we've
no
got our
words.
red card for the season out the way nice and early again. We always get 1, don't we?
That's true. Well, we've got to keep up
It's
tradition,
usually
haven't
against
we?
Brighton.
Yeah.
It is, yeah, because remember we said for Brighton, oh, there's going to be some penalties, there's going to be some red cards, there's going to, and we didn't have any of it. So really, it had to come at some point, and we've got it, got it out the way.
On that,
Now,
just
go on.
before I get to the penalties, I assume, after the match, Jill Byings was talking to her dad, who's watching, and he was like saying to her, you know, why didn't you keep pushing at the end? You should have kept pushing. And she was like, we were down to 10. We had to defend. It's like, so it changed the way we played the end of the match, which is a shame because we like to finish strong usually.
We do. We normally have that last push, don't we? So exactly what Jill's dad was saying. Why? Where was that push? But ultimately, we still did get the point, didn't we? So league cup rules, of course. If it ends in a draw, you'd get the point. But if you win the penalty shootout, you get the bonus point as well.
I did not know that.
So yeah, it's
that was
weird.
news to me. I did not know that.
You are welcome. So yeah, it's just a very, very, very peculiar one. But again, they don't really advertise that very well. So you could come away thinking, have we actually got anything? But yes, so we did.
Yeah,
we did get a point.
Loads of the Spurs fans were sort of out the seats, ready to go, and then over the tannoy, it was like, please remain seated. We have a penalty shootout happening.
Bit like a Charlton pre-season where they had it for no reason whatsoever, and everyone was like, "What?"
We took some really good penalties though. I was really impressed with them.
I was going to say, hey,
Miri
take
that
us through
missed.
it. Take us through
Miri and then Georgia at the end, yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
So we had so Sarah Malin stepped up first, converted. So did Anna Patton. So did Jill. We were 3-2 up at this point because Lena Gunning-Williams missed hers. She went first for Spurs. Then Miri missed, as we just said, and then Spurs scored the rest of theirs. Delond scored, Vilm scored, Kendall scored, and then Georgia Mullett didn't get hers at the end. So Spurs won 7-6 on pens, and again, nothing in it.
You know how hard Miri always tries to score in a match?
Yeah.
Like she always just really wants that goal. And when she stepped up to take a penalty, I was like, no. I just, because she wants it too much almost.
Yeah.
I have a feeling
So
it was
that final finesse,
it
isn't
was.
there?
Yeah.
Oh, bless her. Yeah, we just want more than anything for Miri to to get that goal, don't
But
we?
it's obviously because Georgia missed the last one, so there's that. She, Rachel went up to her immediately and put her arm around her and stuff. But it's just, it's kind of a shame because it's, we still drew the match. We still got a point out of it. It's just the extra bonus point we didn't get. But then you've got like a player still left. Whoever takes the last one that misses is still left with that feeling of like, it's all on me. And it's not all on them, but that's what it feels like.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And it's never that last person, but unfortunately, because they are last, they're always in people's minds as well, aren't they? Like, oh, so-and-so didn't score that last goal. But yeah, you're absolutely right. It is not her fault whatsoever. So Group E then. So just a reminder, we're in a group with Birmingham City, Spurs and Bristol City. And our
Can't wait for that game.
it's going to be so good. It's going to be so good. The next game, 18th and 19th of October. So there we go. For
It's
the
kind
league.
of we got kind of fortunate that the other game also went to penalties and was a 1.2 point situation. I think that probably works in our favour rather than one team already having 3.
Yes. So again, it's still pretty level, isn't it? So let's have a look at the table then. So just confirm exactly what Emily's just said. So Group E, Birmingham City are on 2 points, Spurs are on 2 points, Bristol City and Villa both on 1. Yeah. So there's absolutely nothing in Group E at all. And the others, apart from Group B, are all pretty much 3 points, 3.00. So they're a bit more clear cut.
We
but
still
it's a playful.
do we still need Spurs to trip up somewhere? Because
Yeah.
even if we win all of ours and Spurs win theirs, they would go through, wouldn't they?
So because they've got that extra point, haven't they? So if let's do some quick maths. So
It's only the one. Is it only the one team that goes
I
through?
think so, because you've got the other 3 come in, which I think is stupid. Like, Why do they need to come in
No.
just to play another semi-final or a final? It's just
Yeah, it's like, and I do think at some point, I think the teams that are in Europe should say, yes, we want to get the League Cup, or no, we don't. And then, or they're just not involved at all because you're in Europe, you don't need the Subway Cup. Like, leave it open to the rest of us who would like a chance at winning something.
Or they
But yeah,
put in like
either
an
play them
extra
from the
round.
beginning or not at all. Yeah, bit hard. Do you think they'll ever change it though?
I doubt it.
No, because at the end of the day, maybe they don't want the 6-inch, maybe they want the whole foot long. So they want to be in both competitions, you know?
Well, now we're just thinking about, the freebies that the Subway Cup should provide.
Oh, I saw somebody get their friend. They ran up to like the advertising hoardings and got their friend to take a picture, and they pulled their socks up and they had Subway socks on.
I know that
commitment.
this was a little off topic, but still on topic. The Belfast Giants ice hockey team back home, there used to be effectively a T-shirt gun, but they didn't shoot T-shirts. Subway were the Belfast Giants sponsors for a while, so they used to go out at like the end of one of the intervals, and were shooting foot-long subs into the crowd. It's like,
Imagine.
we need to do that. If you're going to sponsors, shoot some foot-long subs at us.
You need to do it. Really get it out there. Yeah, because I had some friends in the press box for the final, and they had Subway sandwiches. That was their food for the afternoon. So yeah, all of the sandwiches, all of them need to be there. So let's have a look. So yeah, that one 7-6, Spurs won on penalties, as we said. Liza Kopp even got a yellow card in the penalty shootout.
Oh yeah,
Spurs goalkeeper.
she was right up in all our players' faces. Like, I don't know how she didn't get one sooner.
But she got one in the end, and that's all
Well,
that
yeah,
matters.
deservedly.
It just, you think there's one that's kind of like gameplay and mind games and that kind of thing. But when it's, unnecessary.
When it's the Subway League Cup for a
Yeah.
bonus point.
Match one of the group stage. Yeah, not necessary. Final, maybe. First game, probably not.
You know, if they had sent her off in the middle of the shootout, I assume they weren't allowed to bring on their substitute goalkeeper. So I wonder who would have stepped up in the net.
Yeah.
One of the players, just Beth England, like, I can do this.
How does that work?
I got this, girls. Trust me.
Because we were down to 10, and obviously it had gone past the initial 5 takers and then carried on. How does it work when we run out of players before they do? Do we just start again sooner? Or do we we don't forfeit a goal?
Could you imagine if that was the new
Just
rule?
automatically
Sorry, you don't
forfeit
have
if you
enough
don't have a
players.
taker.
Fan
So,
participation. They would have called you up, Emily.
Yeah.
Probably wouldn't have
Give
even
me
reached the goal if I kicked it. Just like when the kids do that halftime thing at Villa Park and try and get it on the net, and it just rolls and then stops short.
Like mine did.
No, we should be practicing just in case they ever.
It is encouraging that we have some players that, quite a few players that can take a penalty, if ever
Yes.
required.
Yes, absolutely. And that's, I think, what we were lacking for quite a while, weren't we? We had a couple that we were relying on, but now we've actually got plenty that we don't have to rely on certain few individuals. Absolutely. Well done. Right then. So we've only got the 1 point in the Women's League Cup at the moment, but it's still all to play for. Got another 4 matches to deal with. So, final game then of our podcast this evening. we need to talk about Arsenal. So we went away to the Emirates, and we've all got mixed feelings about the Emirates, about previous scorelines, whether they were just or not. But this one shall stay with us for a very long time. So for this one, I don't know if anyone wants to take us through it, but after Arsenal's first goal went in quite early, I managed to see a bit of it on holiday, just a little bit, and I was like, oh, is this going to be a demolition? The fact that they've scored so early. But yeah, Tracy, how did the match go for you, Arsenal game?
I was there. I missed a big chunk out of the middle because I had to go and deal with something on my phone
No.
backstage.
Oh,
But yeah, it was tense. It was exciting. It was a good game. From what I saw a good chunk of the first half. Yeah, we played really, really well. We matched them. Who scored for Arsenal?
Freedom Mornham.
Yeah, that was a good goal, wasn't it?
It was like opportunistic.
It was a good goal.
It was
It-
very optimistic.
It was a poor pass and silly deflection that gave
That
her the
was
ball
it.
to score the goal.
That was it. Yes, that was it. Who was it again? That was
I
The,
think
who was
the
the poor
long
pass?
Phil fed Missy Bow a hospital ball.
Missy Bow. That was
And as
it.
Missy
Yeah.
Bow reached for it, deflected straight in their feet.
Yes. What am I talking about? That was a good goal. It was a terrible goal.
But hey,
Yes.
you remembered it. So
Yeah,
good,
I remembered. Yeah. And then obviously we scored at the end. This is mad, you know. I can remember the Chelsea game more than I can actually remember the Arsenal game. Who scored for us at the end?
Parker.
Lucy Parker.
Lucy Parker.
In extra
Yes,
time.
that was it in extra time. Yes, because she came on,
Yes.
didn't she, as a sub? Yeah. No, that was brilliant. That was so good, and the atmosphere. Everybody just went absolutely mental. It was brilliant. I couldn't stop staring at the Arsenal fans and just like, you know, that like dirty, smirky smile. I was just like, I had a massive grin on my face. They just all went quiet. It was a good game. It was tense. But when we scored that goal and we got the point, it was brilliant. Absolutely loved it.
They were like,
But from what I saw, you might be better asking Emily. But from what I saw, we
Arsenal
matched
scored some
them.
good goals.
We matched them. Apart from the silly mistake, we matched them.
I was going to say, hey, you got the goal at the beginning, the goal at the end. Really, what else matters? In
Well,
the
there
game.
you go.
See, there we go.
I missed about 40 minutes in the middle.
Well, Emily, fill us in on those 40 minutes. So, obviously, it wasn't the best Villa start because of that defensive mistake, and you just think they know better than that, don't they? Like we know we can do
Yeah.
better. But they did. They defended really, really well, didn't they?
Yeah, I think in general this season we've been defending well. Sabs made some really good saves. Again, she was one of my players of the match.
Well, she remembers.
Oh yes, I do.
Sabs was
I
incredible.
do. Sabs should have got player of the match. I don't know about Lucy
Yeah.
Parker because Sabs was. That annoys me sometimes. You know that they give the player of
And
the
they give
match
it to
to
the
the person who
goal
scores the goal, and it's like no, Sabs was player of the match. She was absolutely amazing. She
Yeah,
really
that-
stepped
that
up.
and concussion, of course. But yes,
Yeah.
some spectacular saves.
I would
Spectacular.
say, like first half, we were defending and not hanging on, but we were like, I felt like we didn't have much opportunity to try and push forward. We did go forward a few times, but second half when Kirsty came on for Rachel, it gave us that bit of who was it she was against? I can't remember who she was. She was running down like the left wing basically, or front left, in front of us. And first half, we just didn't have the pace to match that defender, whose name is completely escaping me. It might have been Fox.
Emily Fox.
Yeah.
What fuck?
Kirsty Hansen, like the first time she got the ball to run down there, ran straight past her, and we were like, yes, this is what we needed.
Yeah, it's exactly what we need. Yeah, her speed.
So I think the substitutions from Natalia were really good and worked well.
Mm.
And I feel like that's obviously we want to see Kirsty on the pitch. She's a great player, but having her as an option off the bench is definitely useful when we play teams like Arsenal that have just got a stacked
Yeah.
squad. It's useful
Yeah,
to have
when-
someone of Kirsty's caliber to come on and affect the game.
Yeah, when they're tiring, and we need the extra bit of speed, Kirsty coming off the
Yeah.
bench. Absolutely.
And I think we started the second half really well. Probably Arsenal had the better of the second half of the second half, if you know what I mean. And then towards the end of the game, we do what we always do and like find an extra gear from somewhere, and manage to get something this time.
we did. We got something. Because of course, the last time, at the Emirates, we will also talk about it. Maz Pacheco gets a goal, and then of course the extra time happens. The 12 minutes that I'm still not over. And then they score just a couple to take the points.
I thought this time there was going to be more extra time than there was. I was most disappointed with 7 or whatever it was.
I was going to say, let's have a look. There was
Because we had
9.
9. I think
9.
she played extra, I think.
Okay.
Because Jill went down. Jill got injured second half, didn't she?
Back, Emma.
Have we heard anything about that?
Not yet.
No, we just heard she was
Yeah.
going for a scan, didn't we? We didn't see or hear anything.
It's a
But I think
reoccurring,
Mm,
a reoccurring knee injury.
Oh.
is it?
Mm.
That's not good. Yeah, because I know Jill's dad, part of the fan club, was of course rightly concerned, as you would be. So we just hope that whatever this is, that's only a short injury, please. We need Jill to be.
I'm
with us.
hoping, because we haven't heard anything,
That it's,
that it's nothing too serious.
yeah, I feel like if it was the dreaded 3 letters,
Don't
they
say it.
They would have probably said something.
We'll do it.
But I feel like they would have probably said something this week.
That's what I'm thinking, Emily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd hope, yeah, because Thursday now. You'd hope that something would have came of it. Absolutely. So yeah, sending our love to Jill, and hopefully that
Absolutely.
it's not as bad as it
Absolutely.
looks. Yeah, go on.
This game again I was really impressed with the youngsters again.
Yes.
Lucia Kendall and Rachel Maltby both started, and Kendall had a really good game. I think, like Missy
was so good.
Bowes had some really solid games since she came back from that foot injury over Christmas.
Yeah.
I think she's really just got better and better. And I like that we've got Kendall now also stepping up into that and fitting into that system that we're playing really well, because they're both Missy Bow Kearns is still young, so we've got 2 players there that can be a partnership that develops and keeps going. There's 2 young players that are playing really well.
Yeah, because what we always liked about Natalia was that she wanted to bring the youth through, and that she's actually doing it and she's keeping her word, and she's not just bringing them on for the last 5 minutes against Arsenal. She's starting them against
Well,
Arsenal.
wasn't Rachel Maltby on for the whole match, for the whole Arsenal match?
Paola came on at sometime in the second half, I think. I
Paola-
didn't realise Paola had been out since March. I forgot that.
59th minute. 59th minute. Maltby went off.
Really?
So a good hour.
That's a good
she was-
chunk, yeah.
I think Kendall played the whole match, didn't she? I think.
I can tell you.
And Malik came on for Ebbs.
Kendall played the whole match. Yeah. So just hey, let's do a confirmation while we're on, shall we? So substitutes. We had Rich went off at half time for Kirsty Hansen. Then we had Ebony went out for Georgia Mullet. That was on the 59th minute. Maltby also went off for Tomas. Then we
See,
had DeLond went off for Parker, 69th minute.
I thought the
Mary on.
substitute with so Georgia Mullet and Paula Tomas came on, and Maltby and Ebbs went off. I thought that was again like a nice balance, if you know what I mean, of between a more experienced player and a youngster. You've got like
Yeah.
one of each coming off and one of each going on.
Yeah, I like that.
I thought they were really well planned out.
Mm.
I agree. I really do.
Oh,
And
taking Delond off when she did was a very good call from Natalia, I think, because she was on a yellow anyway, of which the ref was a little bit hasty to blow fouls for us, I thought. But
yeah.
and then she gave away another foul near the top of the box, and she didn't get a card for it, which was lucky, I thought. And I was like, I really think she ought to be coming off by now.
Just shouting at the bench, Natalia, it's time. Get her off.
Well, because if the
I
refs,
don't want to jinx it. But I really do feel that Natalia makes some really good decisions during matches. Do you know what I mean? Unlike some managers that we've had in the past, where you
I don't think we ever said that about you.
question the logic of who they're bringing on for who. But yeah, I'm really, really pleased with her so far.
Yeah, the majority of the time she's spot on with the subs, absolutely. Emma, how I feel like I haven't heard from you for ages. Keep popping in and out. Hopefully stay with us for a little bit. Emma, what did you think of the match at the weekend? The fact that we could hold on right to the end and actually get something from a match against Arsenal.
Very proud again, because again that first goal went in and I was like, no, is this going to be a reverse score? So is it going to be like a 5-2 the other way this time? So I was very worried, in fairness. I think I was talking to you, Fred, before the match when we were talking about the lineup. I was very worried about the lack of defence, in fairness, because I was like, we need to defend against Arsenal and we don't have the defenders to do that. But
The bench was looking quite thin, wasn't it?
but then we managed to we went, why is it we always start a season with a full bench and then by week 2 we've got 3 13-year-olds on the bench? Like, how does that happen every year?
To be
What
fair
is going
though,
on?
just looking at the subs, Arsenal only had one more sub than we did.
did they have 2 keepers on the bench?
Yes, because there was
We didn't
the
have
controversy that Jenna Neiswanger wasn't
There was
named on the
no-
bench, but 2 keepers were. Although I could just make that up because Manny Zinsberger's on the bench. Moy, Taylor Hines. No, they've only got
Well,
one.
she still played for Arsenal, to be fair.
He hasn't been seen for a while. But yeah, no, they only had Zinsberger on the bench for a goalie.
I'm interested to see if, I'm assuming because there was no injury update in the press conference beforehand or since, that perhaps Ellie not being in the squad is like just managing minutes and managing, like, what's the word?
Load managing?
Workload? Yeah, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I'd
That's
assume so.
rather
And still building
It was
back
quite
up.
an intense
'cause-
game for Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus the travel on top of that. Travel's a lot, isn't it? So yeah, I'm all for that. Giving her the time to rest and recover, and really, really, again, looking after her and making sure that she's okay. Because Lucy Parker, when we haven't seen much of Lucy this season yet, have we?
That was her first minutes.
It was her first minutes, wasn't it? See, I knew I wasn't making that up. It's like, how much have I missed?
She
But no, that was,
Or-
I mean, her first
What an
minutes were
entrance.
none. Oh, Emma, was that you?
No, it was me. I says, what an entrance.
I said, is she nursing an injury? But then something else.
But yeah, I mean, if you're going to make an entrance as an Impact sub, scoring the goal to give us the points, I mean, what a better way to make your return? Because I think she's been on the bench a couple of times, hasn't she? She's been named in the squad, but she hasn't actually come on. So yes, the fact that she can come on at the Emirates and do
wondered,
that is incredible.
I wondered if, well, maybe we will, if Jill's out for any time at all, because we're a bit short on midfielders. I wonder if we'll see Lucy in like a holding midfielder, defensive midfielder role, because
Maybe.
like
Yeah.
with the sort of three at the back setup, there's like immediately one less space for a central defender when we've
Yeah.
got like, though I suppose Maritz is out for another 2 games, so 1 game, 2 games. I don't really know where I'm going with that. I just mean it seems
With how
like
they're setting up, yeah,
Yeah.
to get Lucy into the team. would
into
it
the
be?
rotation of subs and stuff,
Yes.
maybe defensive midfielder might be where we see her.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. I like that.
'Cause didn't she used to play there? Maybe.
I
Might
want to
be.
say yes.
I think she.
I want to say yes. Should we look at foot mobs? Usually quite good for that one.
But see, Lucy was a Carla signing.
Yeah.
And I think that was in mind that Stanley Ford generally picked up injuries. So I think that was originally that those two would be able to sort of play about. But Parker did kind of put herself in the heart of defence last season and had a pretty solid season. She was one of her consistent performers. But the set piece setup, we always complained that we didn't have anybody for set pieces. And
Can we talk about Lynn Vims, please, for this?
yeah, I was going to, because like even her free kick, her free kick that Dom Solar like just about managed to fingertip past the post. She is dangerous. Her corners, her free kicks, that's clearly one of the strengths that she brings to the squad. She's a hell of a player too. But now we'll have options in set pieces. But that's also one of the strengths that DeLonge brings to the squad, because it's like one's a right-footed set piece, the other's a left-footed set piece, and they're both pretty decent at it. So that's probably where Lucy's just missing out, because they bring the other strengths. And it is that we maybe are going to have to fit her into the midfield with the couple of injuries and stuff like that we'll have managed to pick up.
I think as well, at some point, Patsy's been solid these opening games, as usual. She's always one of our best players.
Her game on the weekend was so.
At some point, she's going to need a break, though. She's going to need a rest. Like, she played, I think she got subbed off up until like the second to last game of last season. She played every minute of every game. And she's already played every minute of all 3 of these games. And you just, like, at some point, the poor girl needs a rest.
No, she does, and you want to be able to keep her fresh, don't you? And she always gives 100%. We know that, and she's such an integral part of that defense. And that's the thing. If anything happened to her, would be lost. So take care of
We've
her.
had 3 players have played every minute of all 3 league matches so far.
Wow.
Guesses?
Anna Pan.
Yep.
Only 3. Let's have a think.
Anyone else? Guesses?
Chaz?
Yeah.
Films.
Yep.
Well done, Freya.
Thank you very much. I was just thinking, who do I not remember ever going off from doing match reports and things like that? But yeah, I mean, what players we've got, and we'll sing Lynn's praises
Oh, I think she's epic.
from the rooftops. I still can't believe we've managed to sign her. Like, I still don't believe that that's true.
It
But
really
hey,
impresses me.
we'll take it. She's incredible. And again, that caliber, that's what we need to kind of bring the whole team up and really, really push for that. Was Rachel substituted half time? Did anything happen? Or was that more tactical, do we think?
I think she started up top with Ebbs, which is the first time in a long time, rather than in midfield just behind them, like just behind a top two.
Yeah.
I wonder if she just ended up having to do way more running than she has been, or maybe that was just always the plan. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just in case Rachel is watching, congratulations, Rach, on your MBE.
Yes,
Absolutely.
MBE, of course. Got it
Well
this
deserved.
week. Congratulations.
Long overdue.
Yeah.
Congrats, Bab.
I think
Congrats, Bob, indeed. Yes.
as well, like last season, Rachel was a player that played so many minutes. I think she was probably second behind like Patsy and Sabs. But like she is 33 now, I want to say something like that.
Yeah.
So like she is gonna play less minutes, I suppose, less and less minutes, and the team will, Natalia will use her in a different way, I guess.
Yes,
Well,
and then it's
she's-
how to do that and how to manage that. Yeah.
Mm.
Her future.
I just think her leadership skills in general are should have been utilised a long time ago. And I think her leadership skills in itself is a massive contribution to the team.
Yes.
Because she's really good at what she does in that
She came
sense.
at the end of the match. She went like, when they came over after the huddle, she sort of beeline straight for the youngsters and like put an arm around them and said, like, good game, you played really well. Well, I assume that's what she said. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's what you need, isn't it? And that kind of leader that's gonna, no
Absolutely.
matter what, it's no one's fault. It's we're a team. We're gonna get through this. We're gonna do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and to see her growth as a player and a leader as well has been really lovely the past couple of seasons. For that one. So yeah, so Lucy Parker comes on 94th minute, 4th minute of stoppage time, and gets the equaliser. And that motorbike agrees. If anyone could hear that in the background.
The part that made that extra sweet was that Arsenal had just bought on a defender from midfielder. They just bought Wubben-Moy on
Yes.
to defend their 1-0 lead.
They were gutted, though, weren't they? They were absolutely gutted, and it was so good.
Because from an Arsenal perspective, though, they're probably thinking, "Oh, Villa, they're not going to be as easy to beat anymore. We know that, but they're probably still going to be a game we can win." And yet, hey,
Well,
not anymore.
come on. I mean, the last time we played them, what was the score?
Well, exactly. Yeah, they know we're not easy to beat. They know that.
I did read.
I don't know. If you listen to the commentators, they did think we were going to be easy to beat.
Even though we beat them 5-2 the last game.
Yeah, they skipped that bit out.
Always the London teams in it.
But whenever the commentators were talking, because they were both Arsenal related, they're like, Arsenal have won like 3 out of the last 5 games, and the last outing at the Emirates would beat them 4-0. It's like, you forgot that we beat you 5-2 at Villa Park.
Exactly.
Just skip over that one.
The best one was, I've just remembered, the bit I caught was the Emily Fox foul, and the person who we all know was on comms for this one went, "Oh, she didn't mean that. That shouldn't have been a yellow." He was like, no, she did mean that.
That's why MP's on the floor. Yep.
That should have been go run yourself a bath.
But yeah, it's just the bias.
So biased, isn't it?
I know Some people might say, "Oh, we use a bias against Villa, whatever," but we say it as it is. We will quite happily say that was rubbish. That was, and we'll we'll reflect on it.
Like-
But nowhere would we say, that shouldn't have been here. Oh, she didn't mean it. She didn't mean it. Like Maritz, when we said about the red, it should have maybe yellow. Yeah, fine, but it wasn't a red. So we can be, objective about that. But yeah, it was just that shouldn't have been a yellow. She didn't mean that.
I also read that it was, I think, the first time that Arsenal have scored less than 4 goals at the Emirates under Renee Slegers.
Yes.
Like, all of the talk was about how, Arsenal haven't played well and stuff, but I think we should have been given more credit for how well we played defensively.
Oh, 100%.
They're not really giving us credit though, are they?
Well,
But
no.
we won't get it. And that's why we need this podcast to be like, no, we do need the credit. We played very, very
Exactly.
well.
Absolutely.
And
But
we got the point.
that's an insult to Sabs. Like the saves that woman pulled off is like,
Yes.
Jesus. You were concussed 2 weeks ago.
Speaking of the
I know,
commentary.
literally, you couldn't hear. Because what...
That's
Saying that though,
Yeah,
sorry.
no, go for it.
No, I was just going to say about Sabs, and she seems to have pulled it out of the bag lately, ain't she? I wonder why.
Well, hey, she's got that competition now. Sabs
Exactly.
made 5 saves, 5 crucial saves.
that.
Van Domslaan made 3.
Speaking of commentary, bias or
Yes.
focus, that save kind of near towards the end of the game where Sabs tipped a McCabe shot from quite close range over, and it was
Yes.
just there was literally no mention of the save. It was we know Katie McCabe can take shots from there and blah blah blah. I'm like, can we not at least I thought
No
she was a
recognition
hockey
at
coach.
all.
Well, you know what?
Sorry.
In my match report, I wrote, D'Angelo had to get a powerful hand to Katie McCabe's thundering strike to keep the scoreline
Exactly.
at the single goal. That was in mine because it was worth it. Because it wasn't just it was a proper. She had to really, really go for it to push it over the top. So yeah, there needs to be more recognition, and this is for all teams, not just for Villa. But when they play well, it's not to do with the other team playing badly. It's that might play a part in it, but give teams credit where it's due because
Exactly.
it's not just the top 4 when everyone else just turns up for a laugh. We're in it too. We say this every week. Come on. So yeah, we need different commentators, please. Ones that are actually gonna give credit where credit is due. However, Arsenal, some people are already saying, "Oh, the league has lost. Chelsea have won it already." Blah blah blah. 4 games in. 4 games in. No. Because if we look at the table at the moment, Chelsea, of course, have won all 4 out of 4. So they're on the top with 12 points. Then we've got United in second on 10, City on 9, Spurs on 9, Arsenal on 8, Brighton on 7. And then the gaps already begin with Everton, Leicester and London City on 3, Villa on 2, and Liverpool and West Ham on 0. But remember, we do still have a game.
We've got a nice little run of games coming up, haven't we?
We do. Should we have a look at them? So,
I was looking at the whole fixture list for the rest of the season, and there's not another run of 2 or 3 tough teams in a row. I think towards the very end of the season we maybe play United and Arsenal back to back, or Chelsea and Arsenal back to back again. But they're not in between that. There's games every other week that you're like, yeah, we should win those.
I agree, because of course this weekend going away to West Ham, and how they've been performing lately, feeling quite nice about that one. So away to West Ham, and then we're home to Leicester. Again, that should be quite a nice one with how they're playing at the minute, and everything that's going on behind the scenes there. Then we are at home to Everton. They've been very hit and miss, very injury stricken at the minute. Courtney Brosnan's out with a knee injury, if we've seen that one. So for Courtney's sake, I hope she's okay. For our sake, if she can stay out a bit, that'd be fine.
Recover properly.
Yes, recover properly. Take your time. There is no rush, Courtney, at all. And then away to United in November. So yes, it's quite a nice little run of games. I do agree. Because look into this weekend. Then let's wrap up. Away to West Ham. Tracy fan club putting a bus on, of course.
Yep.
Was it this one you had to upgrade for?
That's
Yeah, big
right. Yeah. Yeah, we've got bigger bus. Yeah.
High demand for this one. But yeah, Tracy, how are you feeling about this weekend against West Ham? Any
Yeah.
predictions?
I'm not going to make a prediction because I never get it right. But yeah, feeling fairly confident with the 3 matches that we've had so far. I think we've played well. I've not been, concerned by anything too much apart from some dodgy passing. Yeah, I'm hopeful. I'm very hopeful.
Hopeful. Yeah, that's a nice bit.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
was
they're
going to
at the
ask
bottom of
Emma
the
how
table,
she
aren't
felt.
they?
I've just gone again. Sorry, Tracy, what was the last bit of that?
Last thing I said was that they're at the bottom of the table, correct? West Ham?
Yep, 0 points. Yep.
Yeah. It's all to play for.
14
Yeah, no,
goals.
you're absolutely right. They have scored 2 goals, but they've let in 14. So I feel a big scoring match coming on. Gary, how are you feeling ahead of the weekend?
Well, obviously, the last time we were there, that was one of the 5 games when we were actually picking up 3 points, and
Yep.
given that I was dressed as a sister and blessed that Hollow Turf the last time, I'm still feeling pretty blessed that we have a solid team, and
I think you
I
need to
think
wear.
we'll
Are
probably
you
win
on the
3
coach on
points.
Sunday, Gary? I can't remember. Are you on the bus on Sunday?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
That's
'Cause
because
if
it
you
was
are,
that
can you
long
wear it
ago
again,
that I sent
please?
you the money to pay for the bus. I think I was one of the first people on it.
Yeah, Gary, you need to bring
I've
it
got a
out
terrible
again.
memory, Gary. I can't remember everybody's name, but yeah, I think you need to wear it again,
Yeah.
just for old time's sake. Come on.
Don't tempt me,
But
it
then
is sitting
no
in the
one
drawer.
mention it. Just accept it.
Everybody else in normal clothes and
Yeah.
me rocking my
Yeah,
Sunday best.
I am.
Yeah.
We like the tickets that we've booked for it are in the seated stand, aren't they? But Kate, I saw
yes.
Kate on Saturday, and she seemed convinced that we would still be in the standing section.
Because we normally are, aren't we, behind the goal,
Yeah,
standing
but I
up.
thought last time
I'm
when
sure
we
on
booked
the
The only
ticket.
thing is, has anybody
reserved.
received the ticket yet?
Hey? Oh no.
Yeah, I
What
was
day
going to
was
say
it?
that.
Thursday. It was Thursday.
I've got a ticket.
You've got a
My
ticket.
ticket came today
What?
for
An
West
email?
Ham.
Email or
No, I
on
haven't got mine yet for the West Ham game.
Yeah, mine came today.
Everyone
It's
check
not been
this
up far away then.
Oh wait,
Checking your
yeah, I've
junk
got mine.
mail.
Yeah, it came at 4 o'clock.
I did actually have to double check my email to make sure that I definitely bought a ticket for the game, but I have, so it should be on its way.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, it says
Or again, dress
the
up
East
as the
Stand.
sister to go to the ticket office and say, "Excuse me, the Lord demands you let me in for this fixture."
Says it's the East Stand, so who knows?
Who knows?
We'll probably change it when you get there anyway. We've had that done a few times, haven't we? Like, yeah, but no, you've got a seat back. Actually, can you just?
I quite like it in that stand, though, to be fair.
It's quite good behind the goal because
Yeah, I quite like it.
it's just tricky when they're down the other end and my depth perception is rubbish and you're like and actually it's only at the halfway line. Like there's no problem. I'm like, no, what are we doing? Still playing it across our box and it's nowhere near the box.
No, no.
It's nowhere near.
It's when there's a bit of a curve from where you standing, and then you lose the ball, and you're like, "Where's it? Where's it gone? Where's it disappeared to?" Emily, how are you feeling about this weekend? Any predictions? Bold?
Cautiously
bold
optimistic.
That's how we like to be.
I like the 14 goals against stat.
Mm.
Mm.
And I'm assuming I didn't watch their match from last week, but that defender that got the red card started for them last week, so I presume she's their first choice defender, and is therefore not playing this week. So
Bellamu. I don't know if she is. Let's have a look.
or was she? Who did they even play? I literally can't remember.
It was Chelsea last week.
Oh, it was Chelsea.
Yeah, because this was the one where I knew Chelsea would probably score quite highly, but I didn't think they'd score that quickly. They scored 3 goals in 7 minutes. You just think. But yeah, Bellamu was meant to be in midfield.
Oh.
So her, Siren and Gori were in midfield that game. But yeah, it was for a hair pull, which is just the stupidest
That's
reason to get a red
ridiculous.
card.
I did see it. Yeah, the
Yeah,
red card.
and you just think, why? You're nowhere near the scoring option. Like, it's frustration. It was, yeah, they weren't playing well. So hopefully they're also not playing well this weekend as well.
Talking of hair,
Yes.
Chaz has got a new hairstyle. She looks really nice. It looks really nice. She's got some nice braids going on.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
They
Looks
did.
lovely.
They did look very good. Yes. And again, hey, we're getting updates from the club. That's what we like. That's what we like indeed. But on those stats, West Ham have let in 14 goals. We've only let in 4. And there's only Chelsea, United, Arsenal, and Brighton who are ahead of us in the case that they haven't let many goals in at all. They've let in less goals than us. So that's quite a nice club to be in. Still up there. So yeah, goal difference is not too bad.
Right, I'm going to make a prediction now then. With all those stats, 6-0.
6-0. I would do that. I really, really would. 6-0. I hope, for our sake, I hope it is a good 3-4-0. Because that'll be the best confidence builder at all. Anyone else going to be bold? Some scores?
2-0.
2-0.
It's not really bold, I know, but
We've got a 6, a 3, or a 4, and a 2. Gary, what are you feeling?
I'm thinking 3-1.
3 what? Ooh, not a clean sheet. Interesting.
It's kind of thinking that West Ham do still have their options. Some of them generally quite strong up front, and they just have to click. And
Yeah.
we need to stop our silly passes because we'll give goals away. And that's my unfortunate thing. Although we've only conceded 4,
they've all been.
there's like 3 of them that we probably shouldn't have conceded.
Yeah, it needs to be a lot tighter.
Who was the 4th goal? Oh wait, Chelsea scored 3 against us.
Chelsea scored 3, but again, sort of 2 of them were lucky deflections. And Arsenal's was a really, really just bad pass at the back. So, our defenders, as strong as they've been, have still been susceptible to that little moment of madness, shall we call it. And they might just get 1, but it'll be all right because Salmon will score 2 and Daly will get another.
No, I like that prediction. In fact, let's predict that everyone's going to score a goal. Everyone on the pitch for Villa. For Villa, not West Ham. Everyone takes a turn in adding to the tally. That would be quite nice. So feeling good about this weekend. We should come away with the 3 points and hopefully get ourselves up the table where we deserve to be. So this weekend then, starting tomorrow, Friday night, we've got United versus Chelsea. We've got City versus Arsenal on Saturday. And then the rest of us that aren't the top 4 are on Sunday. So we've got Leicester, Everton, London City, Liverpool, Spurs, Brighton, and of course us versus West Ham at the lovely kickoff time of 11:55.
If anyone's
Just-
interested,
Hmm.
Villa have
Yes.
just scored. It's 1-0 in Rotterdam.
Ooh.
Ooh. Oh yes, the men play, don't they?
Has
Not
it-
as well as us.
Rob's gone,
No,
hasn't
as
he?
well as us, yes.
Yeah, Rob's there.
Oh, has he gone out? Oh, incredible.
Mm.
Incredible indeed.
He's
Well,
in a
let's
boat.
hope.
Boatel.
A boatel.
A boatel. It's a boat that's a hotel.
I love that you explained that. Thank you. Oh, that's fantastic. Well, I hope they continue winning, and he has a great time. So he can celebrate in his boatel for for the weekend. Now then, I think that's everything from me. Has anyone got any final points they'd like to share before we go? So I think we've covered
No. Fan club stuff.
fan club, yes.
Tickets have gone on sale today for Bristol, the Bristol game on the 19th of October. We're running a coach, so if you're looking to travel with the fan club, tickets are up for that. It's £20 a seat. Return. We will bring you back.
Or just leave you in Bristol. Yeah.
Yeah. We've also posted out today. We've got something exciting happening. Our new Claret and Blue membership is going live on Monday, and we are powered by Chant with the new app that we are pushing out as well. So that's exciting.
Very exciting.
Very exciting.
Because we've had sneak previews. It looks very cool indeed.
Yeah, it's getting there, isn't it, Gaz?
It is. It is. It's been fun playing with it for the last sort of couple of months, having access and trying to get things set up.
You're talking about the app, aren't you? Yeah.
So the
Absolutely.
app.
Yeah, you know, you all have this opinion of me, but you all provoke me, you know. You're asking for it whenever I go.
Good to see you don't need any help.
No, especially since it's generally Lindsay and I's a bit of a tag team, so, you know, really no help needed.
No encouragement needed. You two just do your thing. But yes, lots of exciting stuff coming up. And we'll leave it there for this week. So hopefully we will be back next week talking about a win. Fingers crossed. Let's hope it's a 10-0 beating. That would be incredible, wouldn't it? With Villa away to West Ham. So thank you very much for everyone who has watched, listened, got involved, and we will be back again next week.
Thank you, Freya.
Anytime. Always. Hey, back.
You provide the platform.
I do. But
So thank you.
Villa need it, and so do we, don't we? It's great to share all our bits and pieces. So what we'll do then is let's play our outro music. So if people would like to subscribe, share, follow, all of the usual bits and bobs, we are at Part of the Pride across most things. You can also follow the fan club at AVW Fan Club across socials, and especially Facebook. Make sure you join the Facebook page, and the whole 115 Yards, who we are in partnership with as well. So that's all going to be coming up on the screen, and we'll see you next week. So thank you. Good evening and good night.
Bye, guys. Bye.